I'm here to tell you a story of a side that could be getting into the top two and promotion and beyond. However, a story of one of corruption and one that is my fault. I'm going to run that intro. I'm going to explain everything in a second. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you guys in one moment. As always, thank you for being here. The letter 3, 2, 1, let's go. As always, thank you for watching. It's another episode of Part to Prem, where we look to take Maidenhead from the Vanarama North and South all the way to the Premier League and beyond. The reason why I'm annoyed and there's a little bit of corruption is that we have been live for an hour and 12 minutes. Everything looks fantastic, and we had a great storyline to tell you. The game we just played against Crew that we won 4-1, we already have played, and it finished 1-1. They had 4 shots, 3 on target for a goal with 0.4 XG. We had over 20 shots, over 2 XG, and drew 1-1. I actually filmed a part for this episode of the last 10 minutes to highlight this. I went to go and play Plymouth Argyle, which is the game that I'm going to give you today, plus the rest of the games to decide the title race or the promotion race, etc. And the game leading to the Plymouth Argyle game crashed, where it comes up with the portal screen, but the match sounds and you have no continue button. So we had to quit. Disclaimer alert, just save after every game, which I normally do, but out of annoyance, I probably just forgot. And yeah, here we are. So corruption alert. Kills my immersion. We really should be on 71 points, 38 games played, and in 4th. But instead, because we went an instant result, which is what I do when you get a crash, it's instant result and take what you get. We've won 4-1 against a side we should be beating, who are down the lower half of the table. And we now are in 2nd. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. That feels a little bit cheap, but I thought I have to put it in the episode and to, highlight it. As always, the live playlist is on my channel. You can go and see the crash live if you really want to in this stream. That is, I think, episode 13 or 12, one of the two. It's the end of season 1. Anyhow, with that being said, I might not give you the Plymouth game now because we won that match. I was going to give you the Plymouth game. There's a lot of games to go. So I think what we're going to do is play the next 3, and I'm going to see these guys for Pompey because they are hot on our tail, right? And they are in 3rd, we're in 2nd. Going to give you Pompey, and then we're going to give you another game here that will decide if we're finishing in 1st, we're going to come 2nd and get automatically promoted, or are we in the playoffs? After that win, we're probably unlikely to be out of the playoffs this season, but you never know. You come into the Plymouth game, the game after the crash, and we replayed Crew, etc. Me and the stream talked about it. We decided, well, I think the fairest thing to do is that you have to obviously take the 4-1 win now, but to play a rotated side against Plymouth, where we kind of discussed we're going to rest everyone and just play our full trip side every game. And as you can see here, you got like Sears, you got Wakefield, you got Ollie Shield, you got Weller, you got Comley, Bentley, Billy all playing. And I said I won't make any changes till post the 70th minute. So it's post 70 minute, we're 1-0 down, we're being a little bit FM'd, but probably just deserved considering what happened, obviously, with the glitch and the clash, the crash of the game. What we are going to do is go and get our best 11 in. So Finn Welch in for Bentley. We're going to go and get Filbert here for Dom Weller. And I think due to this injury, I'm going to get Bunker out for Casanova as well. Make those 4 changes. And hopefully what happens here is we score, make it 1-1, and then it's not like anything have happened. Or, to an extent. Thank you very much for the follow here, Breezy Drifter. How do you feel after this morning's game? Pretty good. Obviously, I'll explain a little bit more in a second. I'm in the middle of filming a bit for YouTube, but thank you for the follow. Obviously, live on Twitch and Twitter. We might just go 2-0 down here, and so be it. But yeah, we probably should have been 2-0 down. But for those that maybe just joined the stream, wondering what's going on, I just played Crew the game before. We drew 1-1 after getting completely FM'd. Went to load up this Plymouth game, and the game crashed on us. Later back in, the Crew game wasn't played, and so we instant resulted in 1-4-1. So we fully rotated in a game I would go full strength in, and now we're 1-0 down, and yeah, we're going to be 1 point worse off maybe. Who knows? We could have lost or drew that Plymouth game as well, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyhow, I think this is the fairest thing to do, and sometimes, I'm a bit fairness and, immersion and whatnot, and I'm just annoyed the game crashed, but here we are with Filbert on the ball, and let's just continue on. That looks like a pen, and well, Finn Welch, kid you not, no lie of a draw, had the chance to win the game against Crew in the 1-1 draw, and he missed. And we actually moved Finn Welch to be on the off penalties after that. Well, guess what, Finn? It's an ulterior universe. You have not missed a penalty against Crew because you didn't get one. Now you got a penalty against us. Finn has missed 6 penalties out of 9 this year, but he's my best penalty taker. He always misses when he goes to the right. Every time he's gone left or up the middle, he's scored. He always misses when he goes to the keeper's left or his right. Finn to level it up at 1-1. This could be a big moment in the title race / promotion race / playoff race this season. He's done the same thing he did against Crew and missed. Beautiful. Sums up the year. We've been absolutely FM'd. And yeah, it is what it is. We deserve it after the game crashing and you not saving. But yeah, I really need to get him off pens, I think. It just doesn't know how to take him. Anyway, we get the ball in the 91st minute. Daniel Jebson into Filbert. He can go on a run here. Get to the byline. He does. Filbert, good save from the keeper. Can't script that. He got the Twitch stream is going off, going, this is quite funny. It is. But we lose 1-0 to Plymouth. 19 shots, 8 on target, 2.54 XG, which is not great. I'm not happy with that. We drew 1-1 against Crew in the game crashed, we instant result, and then we won 4-1. We lose 1-0 to Plymouth. I think it's a justice result, considering what just happened. We will sim forward one game, so it actually lets you see the updated table. And yeah, so it is what it is. Okay, that moves us into third. We'll fourth after the Crew game, and I came back in to film, and then the game crashed. So we're back where we need to be. We're in third. We're on 73 points. Hull's on 76. On 66, Peterborough's on 64. So we're 9 points clear with 7 games to go of being out of the playoffs. We should, with the run-in, not finish slower than 6th. However, as you can see now, we're 3 points off Oxford. Well, 2 points off Rotherham, who have won. Oxford have just lost. And we are a point ahead of Pompey, and we play them in a couple of games' time. So our next game is Portsmouth, away from home, 3rd versus 4th at the moment. We could be top by then. We could be 5th by then. Who knows? But look, the game crashed. We gone and did the right thing. We fully rotated against a side we wouldn't because they beat us in the FA Cup and they beaten us again. Finn missed a penalty against Crew. Now misses a penalty against Plymouth. And I think all is justified now. So now it's time to just play our best 11 for every game and try and get promoted. Will we? I don't know. Let's go find out. I'll see you guys from Portsmouth. Here we are. Pompey. Monday the 2nd of the 4th. And they are in 4th and we are in 3rd. We actually have a game in hand. I'll explain that is because we got our game against, not Reading. The game before Reading we got offered a postponement. We took it because of international duty. Can't remember what game it was. Peterborough, maybe? Maybe it was Notts. Notts County, I reckon it was. Notts County, yes. So Notts County game got postponed. We had Commerley, who was our backup DM, but we had Gomins and DJ Luch all went out on international duty, and they offered me to postpone it, and I said yes. So we do have a game in hand. Dim confirming that in the live stream. If you are watching on the YouTube episode, give it a like, subscribe, bell down below to let you know when we're live. We stream live on Twitch and YouTube, basically all of our matches. But that means that we're on 40 games played, 76 points, same as Pompey. Win today, we go 3 points clear of Pompey, and we have a game in hand. Win today, and we stay a couple of points behind Rotherham or jump them with a game in hand. If we win today and win our game in hand, we get to put right on pressure back on Oxford United, who look like they're going to win the title this season, but you never know. And again, you look at the XG table, we're getting a little bit FM. We've conceded 6 goals over, 1 goal under the 1 goal only over our XG, which is pretty poor, and 3 points under the expected points. But can't read too much into that. You got to do what you got to do. In terms of the team, though, we're in a pretty good spot. We don't have anything too major to really speak about in terms of the team. Hopefully, we have got a good result, though. The fitness of the team in terms of sharpness is a little bit low, and that's because of this postponement. We actually had 3.5 weeks off before we played Reading last time out, and we did beat Reading fairly comfortably, as you can see here with the 3-1 win at home. We look very good. I was a little bit worried at 1-1 that we're going to get FM'd again, but we managed to go and play our best football and put the ball in the back of the net. In terms of the team, it is the same starting 11 that you guys have seen, which is Webb, Casanova. We do have Gomins out injured. He did pick up an injury, a hamstring injury, wherever he is here, but he's only out for 5 more days, so he should be back. He did that in training, or in one of his international games. But yeah, it means Wakefield's starting. It is what it is. DJ Luch looks fantastic. Apiong, Bunker, Nazim, Filbert, Welch, O'Dwyer, and Daniel Jebson. I have taken Finn Welch off penalties, and I made it Casanova, who only has 9 penalty taking. Yeah, absurd to take a guy off 13 penalty taking. My next best is 9, but he's missed 7 penalties this season. I can't continue him. We're at Fratton Park. This is the place we have played at this season in the Cabaret Cup. That's all those months ago. Our first game in the Cabaret Cup. We won 4-1 here, so hopefully we can do a job. We're going to go into the game. They are lining up in 4-2-3-1. Seems to be the most powerful formation of FM26, the 4-2-3-1. Whenever I play against the AIs that have played 4-2-3-1, they've played pretty well. And we've obviously been playing 4-2-3-1 because it fits our side naturally. But here we go. We're in the black and the white, they're in the blue. A very raucous crowd here at Fratton Park. It seems pretty filled out. And Horta will get us underway. And hopefully, we can play our best football and score and win and do what we need to. Very quickly, Wakefield is not a ball-playing defender, so I am going to move him into centre-back. Important to note, Wakefield is developing that much that he's up to 2.5 stars as a player, which is fantastic to see, but I'm not a fan of no-nonsense centre-backs. Finn Welch on the ball early doors, going on a run, and down he goes, and a penalty's been given. Well, it ain't going to be Finn taking it, because he's missed 7 pens. Can Casanova, who's our next best at right back, score? He's got 11 free kick taking. Just think of it as a free kick, Casanova. Up he steps, sends the keeper the wrong way. We have scored. Dante Casanova takes his first penalty of the season and scores it. An inspired decision to take Finn off it, and we lead 1-0. Good penalty from Dante. An early goal. And this is a pretty big goal in the context of this season. Feels very icky not having Finn Welch on pens. But we can't risk more missed penalties in the run into this season. So a guy who's missed 7 out of 11 this season, even though he's our best, has to come off it. Dante Casanova finds Andy Wakefield into the Zim now. And we have got DJ Luch on the other side, and Wakefield will find him. Ball out towards Apiong. Goes on a run, finds O'Dwyer, he's got a good left foot and a decent right foot as well. Beats one, looks for half a yard, finds Filbert's effort, and it is blocked. Wakefield, a storming header, will win another one. Is that the highlight? Maybe not. O'Dwyer gets it. Apiong's in a good area. O'Dwyer ignores him, and that is the highlight. And it's going to finish 1-0 at the end of that highlight. Free kick for Casanova. He just scored a penalty. He's actually got a pretty good free kick for this level at 11. And hopefully Dante can hit one. It's just over the bar. Stewart had to die for it, to be sure. But a good effort from Stewart across his goal. A good effort from Dante to keep him alert. But it's going to stay 1-0. Looking at the match, that's 20 minutes in. We've been the better side. But as always noted against these good sides, that you just give them a moment, they score. And if you don't do your job, then you don't put the ball in the back of the net, you have issues. And Filbert now whips one back stick. Doesn't find who he needs to. O'Dwyer, Dante, Wakefield of all people. It's deflected and it will be a corner. Andy Wakefield would have been a story and a half if he scored. Still is 1-0. 30 minutes played. We'll look at the domination. We are yet to give them a chance, Pompey. But this was very reminiscent of the Crew game that crashed after we drew 1-1. As you can see, Pompey finally had their first chance. Luckily for us, we didn't get to see it, and it wasn't a goal. Harvey Bunker finds O'Dwyer. Good ball into Finn Welch. It's off pens, but he still is fantastic. Daniel Jebson, good ball out to Filbert. Finds Dante Casanova. Goes on a run. Finds Filbert, beats one. Phil getting inside. His effort goes in the back of the net. Hits it with his non-preferred right foot, but fires it into the top bin. We lead 2-0. We have been fantastic. And unlike that Oxford game last episode, if you did not watch, that was arguably the best game of the League One season. A day where we missed a million chances and Oxford were clinical. We have scored. It's hit the underside of the bar and gone in. And a great finish from Filbert, and we lead 2-0. Dim Sim in our Twitch chat saying that the Pompey are unable to move the ball around so far. I would agree with that. We've been much the better side. Really been pressing him out of the game, and Apiong proving that point just then. Filbert, Finn Welch. Harvey Bunker now needs a runner. Filbert again. Finn Welch into Daniel Jebson. And the poacher role doing poacher role things. Ever since moving into the poacher role, he's done a little bit more. 16 goals in 34. You got to remember how slow he was to get going. And in the end, a man that hits it first time, as a poacher would, Just knowing where the ball is in the back of the net. Finn Welch with the assist. We are now 3-0 up in what is a very important game. Maybe Stewart, their keeper, should do better. But we're 3-0 to the good. 40 minutes played. Highlight from kickoff, which is never good to see. And Appiong fires his man. Is that the highlight? I don't like that it's still going. It'd be very important to get through this highlight, boys. I'm just going to put it out there. Would be nice if we could. Barrett. Good ball. And they go all the way back to Stewart. Got to get our press. Can we go and break this one down? Doesn't look like we can. It's a pretty good ball out to Blair. Heads it to Horta. He's in. And just like that, Pompey get their first big chance and they score. And that is the difference between us and like Oxford, for instance. They score every chance. We miss a lot. And just like that, in a game that's had no highlight from kickoff. Can we just get a normal game where it just ticks to half time or 3-1 up and, whatever? But anyhow, O'Dwyer's now in. Gets to the byline. Beats one. Hits the post. That close to 4-1. Is that the highlight now game? No is the answer. Yes, it is. Okay, Pompey have had 2 shots on target. 2 shots total, I should say. Scored one of them. Still in this game somehow as Blair's going on a run. Casanova wins. Bunker. Filbert now needs help and finds Finn Welch. Looks for Dwyer. That's not the ball, Finn. If they score 2 goals here in 2 minutes and have 3... oh, my God. They're going to do it too. We being FM'd. This is ridiculous, man. Pompey have done nothing, had 3 shots total all half, 0.4 XG and scored 2. From 3-0 to 3-2 in the space of freaking 3 minutes. Not good enough is what I'm going to say. Most of them have reacted well. I am fuming after that. That deserved a bottle throwing. You cannot afford to do that. We were 4 minutes away from having the perfect half of football. And now it's game on for no apparent reason. Utter joke. An utter joke has been produced by our back 4 in 5 minutes of football. Jeb Sheep says he has a bad feeling they're going to score a 94th minute equaliser as well. Well, hopefully we just get a goal now and make it 4-2. It's cleared away, but only as far as O'Dwyer, who's not been at his best the last few games, so he might drop the youngster for the last bit of it. Appiong now gets to the byline. Harvey knows how to hit him. O'Dwyer misses a big chance. They don't have any right to be in this game of football, but yet they are. We're going to bring Thornley on for Wakefield. He can't be a sweeping centre-back, so we're going to do that, and we're going to get DJ Luch into the sweeping centre-back role. We're going to go and get on as well. To be fair, he's having on the 7.4, but I just think O'Dwyer's, not playing his best. Got to get O'Dwyer out for Dom Weller and actually get Filbert on the other side, get him running onto his right foot. Which is okay. Get Dom Weller on the other side too. And here we are. 3-2, 2.62 XG, dominated the game, 19 shots. They had 4 minutes of madness, did Pompey have, and scored twice. Outside of that, this game would have been over, home and hosed. Time is ticking though, 80-odd minutes played. We have been much the better side, and we have a highlight. Dom Weller looks for Finn Welch and finds him. Finn now. Crosses blocked. They clear one up the field, and it's going to fall to Higgins. Could have fell anywhere, and it fell perfectly for their striker. And now one goes over the top here to Singer. Here we go. Big moments according to this season, and we've been FM'd massively. 84th minute, it's 3-3. We've been much the better side, and that is a goal that will kill our title hopes. That is a goal that will send us into the nether regions of this season. It looks like we are playoff bound, but there's a free kick for Filbert down the other end. Can Filbert find someone's head? There's height in the box. Swings it. Thornley doesn't win. Dom Weller from distance, just wide. Yeah, the chat in Twitch agreeing that they saw that coming from a mile away, and I would agree. Been a woeful game, Football Manager. Absolute woeful game. 91 minutes, 92 minutes, 93 minutes. We have been utterly FM'd. We were 3-0 up. They only had 1 shot, 1 attack, 1 goal. And then by the 44th, they had 3 shots on target, for 2 goals, and they've had only 9 shots, 6 on target, 39% of the ball. The 3 highlights we saw them have in the match engine, all 3 goals, and we've been utterly FM'd away from home at Fratton Park. What a joke, an absolute joke of all jokes, and that is a result that will see us probably play playoff football this season. That is not good at all. And yeah, that leaves us in a precarious position. We do have a game in hand, which will put us 1 point back from Rotherham. Oxford have now won the title for sure. They are not going to throw it away with 4 games to go. And from being 3-0 up, being on 79 points, being a game away from jumping Rotherham into the automatic spot and having it in our hands, it's now out of our hands, and there's not much we can do about it. Just played a game against Sheffield Wednesday. We won 2-0 away from home, and that has secured us a place in the playoffs. So no matter what, there is going to be football post the end of season. It will either be, well, if we go up, and then there's no need. But as you guys can see, it will be. Oxford are sliding. They had it in their hands. They've thrown it away. Rotherham from nowhere have come into first. And we now have a game in hand to go into second. As you can see with the goal difference, we're actually 1 goal ahead of them. So if we win every game, we could potentially go up in second on goal difference, which is nuts. We're going to go and check how Oxford are doing, but first we're just going to save the game in case there's a crash clicking around. But Oxford have thrown it away, which is good. It gives us an opportunity to go up automatically, but I don't know if we will. If you can see Oxford here and their run of results, they just lost to Blackpool away from home, at home, and drew to Notts away from home, which is huge. Terms of, like, every game's a cup final, but if I give you every one of these games, the episode's going to be an hour and a half long, and I don't want it to be. Our catch-up game is Tuesday against Peterborough, so I'm going to be giving you that catch-up game on Tuesday, because then we'll know what it will look like for the last 2 games of the season. But yeah, I'll see you guys for Peterborough, or if there's drama in the Notts game, I will definitely cut into that game as well. I said I was coming back for the Peterborough game, did not realise that the only matches on the Saturday the 14th are all the catch-up games. As you can see, none of the teams that are in and around us. Rotherham's next game is Tuesday the 14th against Port Vale. Oxford's next game is Tuesday against Huddersfield. So Notts is the catch-up game, which was the game that we had to catch up on, but I was like, oh, it's a Saturday, so it must be a main day that they're all playing. Not the case. So our team is slightly different, and that is Webb, Casanova, Goman's come back in from his injury, and DJ Luch is on at left centre-back. Appiong, Bunker, Nazim, Philbert, Welch. Dom Weller played last game out, and that's because as much as I love O'Dwyer, and he is developing quite nicely, he looks brilliant. As you can see, no goals, no assists in his last few games. Yes, he gets good average match ratings. He gets in great positions. A couple of 7.4s in that, as you guys can see. Getting some decent performances, but just doesn't impact the score sheet enough. So I dropped in for Weller, and Weller scored in his last game out at left wing. He's learning to play left wing. He's a decent bloke out there. And when you look at him as an inside forward very quickly, you can see he's got 12 dribbling, 13 finishing, 11 first touch. Pretty decent technique, decent pace. He's 5'10". He can win a header. So he's going to start again. Our youth intake player from season 1 is starting on the left-hand side. I think that's fantastic. Daniel Jebson isn't in the best of form up front, but he has 16 goals this season. He will be starting again. This is a must-win game against Notts, who came up with us last season. We played it every time we play them, they just seem to score every chance. So I expect something like a 3-2. This is must-win. If we win every game for the rest of the season, we could go automatically up. There's still a world where we win this game, we put pressure on Rotherham and Oxford go and miss points, and away we go. Thomas Glover, the Australians in goals. They've also got Will Wright up front. It's a very similar side that you guys have seen plenty of times before. They're in the lower halves of the table at 14th, but they would love to do one over us. We're in the red, they're in the black and the white, and this is going to be a big old game for us, and hopefully we can go and win this game in hand and put ourselves only a point away on the table from top, and put us level points with Oxford in second, and will put us actually in second on goal difference. Panda, did you want to be a commentator while growing up? I thought about it. I think I'd be pretty good. I actually think I'd be decent at commentating horses, to be fair. But yeah. And how did you get live on both at the same time in terms of streaming? I use Restream. Definitely worth watching a YouTube on Restream and checking it out. Meanwhile, here 24 minutes played has been a very cagey affair. You actually say that Notts are probably shaving the game slightly. But our first highlight is an Appiong highlight down this left-hand side, but he doesn't find Dom Weller. Keeban and Jones and O'Brien. And Weller wins it back. Well done, Dom. Maying like a man possessed of late. And why he's starting. And that's a great ball to Filbert. Heads down, and Jebson from 6 yards hits the bar. A great knockdown from Filbert. He probably should have just headed it in the back of the net himself. But once he finds Jebson, he has to score. And Daniel Jebson from 6 yards hits the bar. It was a .74 XG chance. And that could be the difference between automatic promotion and the playoffs. El Rouge's efforts over the bar. And 30 minutes played, still going to be 0-0. Big moment for Mr. Daniel Jebson in the poacher role. Hopefully we find another moment. A draw is not good enough. We must win. It's as simple as that. We must win. It looks like it's not happening here so far. It's actually been a very poor half from us. 45 minutes played. We have not looked like we have dominated at all. But, there we go. Half-time 0-0. We'll fire them up and start the second half. Billy Cullerlane, who has scored goal for us in the National League. Warm up, son. He's back from loan and we'll get minutes up front if we need it. Anyhow, Filbert with a corner. We've got Height in the box. Harvey Bunker and Koya are in there. How about Harvey Bunker just himself? Great ball back stick. Harvey Bunker heads home from close range. 47 minutes into the match and we lead 1-0. What a big goal that could be. We keep a clean sheet here today. We'll be level on points with Oxford, but in the automatic spot thanks to goal difference. Away we go. Another highlight here. It's Finn Welch. Gets on the ball, drives into the box, loses out. Casanova will sweep up. He will find Gomins. He can go out to DJ Luch. He picks up the ball and drives it and finds Appiong. He can beat a man, and there he goes. Appiong getting in the area. Goes on a run, and in the end, Glover makes a sharp save to his left, the Australian. And that's still going to be 1-0, 50 minutes played. Much better half from us. We're really starting to dominate. Ball was headed only as far as Finn Welch. Pretty poor from their back four. It was a free header. He could have easily taken a touch as well. Filbert, though, feels bad and gives him back the ball. And Will Wright, who has quality, turns, and that is a great ball out to Joe Jones. And there we are, Jones on a run. Big moment. Jones, when Webb, what a fantastic save. A man that's out of contract at the end of the season wants an ungodly 5K a week, which we can't afford. But he is a fantastic keeper. And Lawrence Webb with a big save to keep it at 1-0. Still only 1-0 though, and I don't like that. I'd much rather us be a goal or two up here, and it's not really the case. 64 minutes played. I want to make a double change. Billy's going to come on for Daniel Jebson, who missed that big chance. Weller's got a booking and not had his best of game. And O'Dwyer is going to come in. We'll say Bentley's been developing really well. And I might get him in the hole for Finn Welch a little bit later on. A few bookings out there as well. See how we go. Ollie Shield could probably come on for Casanova. We actually are going to do that. Ollie Shield's been in really good form. And I don't want the suspension. Harvey Bunker will now take another penalty if we were to get one with Finn Welch. Still in the part two. Ball in, cleared away, only as far as Finn. O'Dwyer puts one out there to Filbert. One-on-one with his man. Down he goes. Referee plays advantage. Finn Welch goes, cuts it. Billy's efforts blocked. And, well, in the end, it's been dealt with by the Knots defence. And a Shield with a tackle out of play. And it's going to stay 1-0. Big moment missed. 73 minutes played. It's still only 1-0. Is there going to be a sting in this tail? We've been slightly the better side. Definitely XG will tell you that. But it is currently 0-0. Highlight. Filbert doesn't win that header. Probably going to be Knots going down the other end. We need to keep a clean sheet today. Would be so important. Second goal here would be huge too. We will move to the balanced system if we do not concede from this highlight, but it looks like we might be. Georgiou getting to the byline, cuts it. It's another late goal this season that has cost us. Bentley coming in for Finn Welch because he knows what he can do. Actually, no. Finn Welch will stay. Filbert for O'Dwyer. Bentley to the left is what we're going to do. Wakefield's going to come in for Gomins. And we need a goal. We need a goal. Again, we've thrown a promotion spot away again in this episode. To be fair to Knots, they probably deserve the goal. They've played fairly well, but we need a moment. The system is good enough. We just need a moment. Is there going to be one here with 5 minutes left on the clock? It's a highlight, and we need it, but we need the ball, and it could be Knots. It's a ball that goes long. Wakefield heads. Billy doesn't commit, which is a bit annoying, and it's going to be them again. Cleared this time. Bentley, fresh legs, running. The youngster, Aiden Bentley, came from non-league, still going down this left-hand side. Ball back stick. The header's there. O'Dwyer's missed. Oh, O'Dwyer with a backstick header, open goal, and he's put it wide. We can't make use of the game in hand. We've had 2.44 XG. We've only scored 1 goal. We've underperformed our XG again. What a shock. And well, lads, this result really resigns us into not getting automatically promoted or winning the title, you would say. We're going to need some big help from Oxford and Rotherham, and I don't see that really coming. At least we're automatically guaranteed a playoff spot. But it's another draw in another game where we've been we weren't the best. Pompey were much the better side. We copped it. It's another game where we played fantastically well. Big XG, and we have not done the job. And that is very annoying. Again, if you look at the XG table, we're 1 goal under our XG. We've scored 96 goals this season. We ain't going to win nothing. Because we just can't do anything. We're 3 points under our expected points. Everything on the stats say that we should be top and we should be flying. But it's another game that we have gone. In terms of what I'm going to do with this episode now is... we got Peterborough, we got Vale, and then we got Bristol. I'm going to come back for the Bristol game if there's something to play for. If there's not, I'll come back at the end of the Bristol game and say, hey, it wasn't to play for. We got the playoffs. See you next episode. Hopefully, we got something to play off. If we win both our games and Oxford and Rotherham both their games, there is a world where we can win on the final day and get automatically promoted. But yeah, unfortunately, it is going to be a pretty big challenge to go up from here. Well, boys, a big game here. The next game was Peterborough. As you can see from those results there, Rotherham drew, Oxford won, which means Oxford now go to 86 points. Rotherham on 85, we're on 84. So now Oxford goes back into the lead. We're now 1 point behind Rotherham, and there's a world where if they both don't win, and we win, we could go top, which is absurd. This season is going absolutely bonkers. Our last away game is against Port Vale, who just held Rotherham at 0-0. I believe it's Port Vale. It is. Port Vale, by the way, sitting in 8th. So they've had a pretty good year. Their season is over, though. They have nothing to play for. But as you guys can see here, 84, 85, 86. Oh, yeah, boys. Oh, yeah. It's getting nice, close, tight, and tense. And I'll see you guys at the end of the Port Vale game. And hopefully, that means the Bristol Rovers game is alive for all things to happen. This game is too important. We're giving you Port Vale. They have drawn their last game, which was Rotherham, won their other 4. They have undefeated in 5. They played 4-2-3-1, like ourselves. This points to a big old game. A point or a win will keep everything alive according to the table. But if we lose today, there is a world where it's over and it's just the playoffs next, which it is what it is. And if that's the case, we'll see you for another episode. I did just try to load into this game and it crashed. That's 3 crashes in tonight's stream. They really need to release a patch for the public beta. Haven't had this many issues, but with the public beta, it seems every time you go to load into a match, you go to match, it could be an issue. Andy Wakefield did play last game out and he helped us keep a clean sheet, as you guys have just seen, so hopefully he does that. Fingers crossed. All right, awesome. The teams are warming up. So usually that screen pops up and then it tries to bring you to the portal and then it's like, oh, hey, what's going on? And then there's no way to continue or anything, but yeah. Anyhow, away we go. Port Vale, big game. Can we do the job? Let's go find out. Go and make the difference, boys. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervy for this one. They have been winning games for fun. They play 4-2-3-1. If you look at the table here, they are out of this season, but they have been the form side the second half of the season. So yeah, this could be a real big one. Hopefully we'll be all right. Away we go. We're obviously going to move Wakefield into centre-back. What tactic are we using? Scotsman and Spain. We've gone through this quite a fair bit and we're quickly filming a game. I'm obviously live on stream. Give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are watching on YouTube in terms of the live stream, give it a like as well. But yeah, using a 4-2-3-1, we have a couple of player roles, but not many, and the instructions I can go through at another time for you. But yeah, just a very heavy, high-intensity system in a 4-2-3-1. Been using it since the end of Season 1. It helped us win the title. We've gone back-to-back-to-back title-winning years. And there we go, anyhow. And look, there's a world where we could go back-to-back-to-back-to-back title-winning years, 4 promotions, 4 titles, if we get the desired results. Now, we're going to expand the table and have a quick look straight away. So where do we need to look? Reading and Rotherham, third line just above me. Beautiful. Now, where's the other game is the question. Where is Oxford? They're losing already 1-0 to Mansfield. Oh, okay. There's drama afoot already. Mansfield away from home are beating Oxford. Oh, boys. There's a world where, oh my God, Reading and Rotherham have both just scored a goal each. Score, boys. Score. We score, we're top. I think we're top. But anyway, Finn Welch, backstick ball. Harvey was the target, doesn't find him. O'Dwyer, Daniel Jebson, back out to Finn. Cuts it. Wakefield of all people, our centre-back. Appiong, Harvey, Daniel, Mr. Casanova, beating people. Keeps going. Can he cut it? Instead he shoots. It's wasteful. It's horrid. It's 0-0. Highlight continues, though, which I am not a fan of. But Grant here to build out from the back. Can we get the press? Can we win it high, maybe? They launch one out wide into Shorrock and Craig. Won by Harvey Bunker. Ball into Daniel Jebson. Through to O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer scores. Has been disallowed for offside. Daniel Jebson, I thought, was offside in the build-up, and the flag is up against Daniel Jebson. Apparently it was against O'Dwyer. I didn't think so. But alright, it is 0-0. Look very close and very tight. Good signs for us. We're going to expand this again. And as we do, we lose all sight of all the games. Don't lose today, lads. And we got a shot no matter what. But win today. And oh boys, we could be in a worldy position. But at the moment, it is Port Vale moving the ball. Gabriel. Good ball. Finds Gilbert. Alex Gilbert scores. We're 1-0 down. And this could be the goal that resigns us to the playoffs. This could be the goal that resigns us to the playoffs. Ball over the top. Gilbert scores. And there we are. It is 1-0 to Port Vale. Oxford still losing to Mansfield. Reading and Rotherham still drawing 1-1. We need a goal. Their only shot on target has gone in. JS thinking is getting FM in a few days and thinking going Sheffield Wednesday. It'll be quite a fun save, that. 42 minutes in, Shorrock. Goes back here to Logan. Into Craig. Hall. Should be won by Appiong. He didn't get out there. Decided against it. If this is 2-0, this is season over. Walters. Beats one. Ball back. Stick is good. Free header. Oh, yeah. We're just lucky, boys. Come on, lads. Come on, get in the half-time 1-0 down. I'll give you a rollicking and you go play your best football. 1-0 down as we approach half-time. And, well, it's time, there's ever a time, to go and tell them it's been terrible. We are missing our opportunity here, but if we could go and score 2 goals this half, we could be top come the end of the season. Last final game. This is not what we wanted to see. Rotherham are now winning 2-1. Oxford still losing 1-0. Results are everywhere for us to look at. It's nothing's really happening out here, lads. $60 minutes played. We're making a change, maybe. I think we are. Apparently there's a highlight in the background. I'm bringing Weller in for Finn Welch. He's had a stinker. Dwyer's going to come out for Bentley. Highlight before those changes get made. Harvey Bunker looks for Appiong. Good into O'Dwyer. We need a goal. We must get a goal. O'Dwyer. Appiong. Bunker. Nazim. Filbert. Casanova on the overlap. Casanova. Got to score. Hits the post. One 0 down, 65th. We've brought on a couple of the youngsters. They've been in good form this season. I trust them. Don Weller has scored goals in the 10. Humphreys on the ball. Won by Bentley. He goes on the run. Bentley going. Bentley flying. Bentley's got no help. Has to go himself. Holds it up. Cuts it. Daniel Jefferson! It's 1-1 65th. The dream's alive. The dream is alive. We took off a couple of key men. O'Dwyer is off. Finn Welch is off. And Bentley goes on an inspired run. And Daniel Jefferson heads home. It is 1-1. What is this? They've had one shot on target all day. Casanova now has got people at the back stick. He might shoot. I don't know what he's going to do. Goes short to Dom Weller. Casanova's still there. Can he beat his man? Jebson's offside. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. It's offside. We already knew it was offside. Don't even bother. We've been the better side here. Doesn't mean a thing. Another highlight. I can't even get to the current results. Ball goes long. Appiong wins. Only as far as Hall. Into Humphreys. Goes back to Creswell. We get on the press. Appiong wins. Dom Weller, what a turn. Here he goes. Mr. Weller going on a run. And in the end, Grant saves easily. Come on, boys. 70 minutes played. It is 1-1, lads. Pause the game just very briefly. Let's go and recap. Oxford is still losing to Mansfield. Rotherham and Reading is at 3-2. What a crazy game that's being. We have played oh so well, but we can't seem to find the ball in the back of the net. Nazim's going to come off here for Comely. O'Shield for Casanova. And away we go. 73 minutes. O'Shield's had quite a number of assists this season. Can he find one more? Can we find one more? There's a highlight. It's Appiong. We've been the better side. Into Bentley. Appiong. Bentley's going to get there. Bentley! Bentley! From the impossible angle. Bentley squeezed it in. It's 2-1. We are now leading. This will put us in the second place position come the final game of the season. Bentley gets it. Outside of the boot. Grant came off his post. There was just a bit of a gap. And he's found it. And this is extraordinary. Oxford still losing. If Reading gets a goal against Rotherham, we're top. If Reading scores, it's 3-3. Park the bus now. And forever time waste. For the goodness sake of everybody. Reading score to make it 3-3. I think that puts us top or equal top. Appiong back stick. Wakefield doesn't win. Weller now. He's on it. Go Weller. He goes, he drives. Dom Weller in the box. Dom Weller. Filbert effort. Oh, what a save from Grant. He knew nothing about it. Pure instincts from the Port Vale keeper. 2.57 XG. We have a highlight here in the 91st. I don't want to see it. Comely, Harvey Bunker, out to Appiong. We still play our football. We play our way. Bentley doesn't get on it. We need a squeeze. Falls to Filbert. Harvey Bunker now. Dom Weller has been inspired. Bunker, Bentley, ball. Filbert goes down. Penalty given by the assistant. A goal that will guarantee us at least second place come the end of the season. Filbert stays down, which is fine. Harvey Bunker steps up to make it 3-1. Harvey Bunker to secure it. Misses. We have missed so many penalties this season. Time ticks away. It is all over though. 3.44 XG. We underscore our performance. We are top. Going into the final day of the season, you have done brilliantly to come back. Reading has scored in the late embers of that game. Oxford have lost, they've beaten, oh my God, just everybody just save the game. Everyone just save the game. Let's just take a second. We have come from nowhere and going into the final day of the season, I think we're top. We are top. Oh my word. Oxford and Rotherham both have screwed the pooch. And well, how the hell are we here? Oxford plays Mansfield. There was 2 late goals. Mansfield made it 2-0. Brannigan scored. What an effort. Mansfield just outrageous. 3.33 XG. We have been FM'd all season. Oxford finally get FM'd and lose only their what? Their 5th game this season? 6th game this season? They lose their 7th game this season. Rotherham played Reading in an absolute thriller, and Reading scored from 3-1 up, Rotherham. Reading scored 50th and 84th, and to be fair to Reading, they bloody deserved it. Oh my word. We come to you on the final day. We play Bristol Rovers, who are safe and nothing to play for. They came up with us last year. And well, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. Apparently, Appiong is injured. We're going to give him an injection. If we win, we are up as champions. If we draw or lose, we can finish 3rd, we can finish 2nd, we can finish top, but it's in our hands. We've got 1 game left, 90 minutes, and if we win it, we win back to back to back to back titles and promotions. The final day, 90 minutes to shape a football club. Win today, and it's back to back to back to back titles. Draw or lose today, and we could finish 3rd, as Oxford and Rotherham are both 1 point back. A draw changes nothing. A draw means bugger all. It's 90 minutes, it's 3 points, and it's all you came for. Our goal difference is superior, so a loss today, and one of them drawing, and we would still probably go up. We play Bristol Rovers, as mentioned. Oxford on the final day play Plymouth away from home. Not an easy fixture, but it is a fixture that they should win. Rotherham on the final day play Sheffield Wednesday at home, and Wednesday need to go and get a result to stay in the division. There's a big old title, there's a big old relegation race going on. Wednesday need to produce something to make sure that they stay up. So there's a lot to play for on this final day. There's a lot to play for. Appiong's got an injury. I have given him an injection. I usually go against injections in the lower levels, but there's ever a time it's for your star left back, and away he goes. It's going to be Webb, Casanova. Andy Wakefield's been playing out of his skin, so Andy Wakefield is going to start at centre-back. We have DJ Luch, who's been fantastic, and Appiong. Nazim and Bunker know how to play together. O'Dwyer is in okay form and doing well. Finn Welch and Filbert. Jebson is up front. We've got the likes of Aiden Bentley, who has been developing at an insane level on the bench. You've got Dom Weller, who's outrageous in the hole or up front or on the right, and he can play on the left if needed. Comolli's our club captain. Gomez is our backup centre-back. Ollie Shield has got a number of assists this season, it has to be said as well. I don't know how many, but it feels like it's 5 or 6. 3. Okay, I've overshot Ollie, but that's fine. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to get a crash game? Just in case, even though I know I've saved. Save it again. It seems to love to crash right before you get into the match. So when you go to match, you get a crash sometimes. Hopefully not the case here. It won't be because that screen came up, which is good. Here we go. Final day against a team that came up with us last year. On paper, we should win, but football isn't played on paper. Football's played on grass, where a ball is kicked between 11 men each, and anyone can win on the day. Football's played in a game in the mind. The mind can do funny things when the pressure's on, and it's on today. We have to be our best. We have to go get 3 points, and if we do that, we are immortalized as back-to-back-to-back-to-back champions. Away we go. It's us in the black and the white. It is them in the blue and the white. There's enough of a disparity, so it's not too bad of a kick clash. And away we go. Definitely be looking at other results for sure, because if one of the two teams below us do not win, we are up. And away we go. 75% possession, a very good start from us, 7 minutes in. How many people turned up at Port Road? At York Road? We'll find out. Casanova into Nazem. Back to Casanova, finds Filbert. Good ball into Jebson. Finn Welch was lurking. Harvey Bunker. Filbert! What a ball from Harvey. Filbert scores, and as it stays, we are champions. We are 1-0 up, 10 minutes in. Let's go. We just do our job, we're up. Jebson does well. What is this ball from Harvey Bunker? Picks it out. Tiago Alcantara, or butchered his name. It's Pirlo-esque, it's Tiago-esque, it's Coutinho-esque. It's whoever you want it to be esque. Filbert scores. It is 1-0. All right, let's have a stock take now. Let's see. Rotherham are right above my logo. So it's 0-0 there. And we need a look for Oxford. Okay, they're both above each other and they're both 0-0. They're right here. Continue on. As it stands, we are into the championship as champions. But there's a long way to go. And as you can see from the last 10 minutes, this game has evened out quite a fair bit. Highlight. Simpson Pussy into their Italian winger and Reed. Moller. Good press from us. Can we win it? Maybe nice and high. Jebson can. Jebson's in. Big moments for the poacher. Holds it up. Filbert wants. Filbert gets. Big game player. Daniel Jebson cuts it to O'Dwyer. It's 2-0. Started with Jebson. Ends with Dwyer. And does that equal a trophy? There's a long way to go. But Chris O'Dwyer scores and it's 2-0. We're in a pretty good spot. Good work here. Well done by Jebson to not shoot. He couldn't get a shot away. Probably turned the wrong way. Dwyer, though, does score. We're 2-0 to the good. Back to the latest results, and both teams are drawing 0-0. 30 minutes played. As it stands, we're up as champions. What a crazy title race it's been. The craziest title race I've ever been part of on Football Manager. And that comes in part to Prem in League One, where I've had the most amount of fun in a very long time in an FM save. Oxford has scored. Oxford are winning. Oxford are 1-0 up. We all look to Rotherham and Sheffield. Oxford have scored. That puts them into a automatic spot. A draw for us will see Oxford now win the title. We are 2-0 to the good. 45 minutes away, start the second half. Is this a highlight from kickoff or is this pointless? It's pointless. Okay, straight back to here, please. Sheffield are beating Rotherham. As it stands, nothing needs to happen. Sheffield are beating Rotherham in a massive result for them. Rotherham have just scored to equalise 1-1. Didn't even get to enjoy that for a second. Does not matter. It focuses up here. Casanova chips one. Flicked on. Filbert gets on it. Flag stays down. Casanova in the area. Can he do something? Casanova still going. It's Finn Boy! We're gonna be champions, lads! We're gonna be champions again! Back to back to back promotions, back to back to back to back titles. You know what it's all about. It is 3-0, and Finn Welch, who's missed 7 penalties this season, has scored, and it's going to probably be all she wrote. Outrageous. Absolutely insane. Sheffield have just scored to go 2-1 up. Sheffield have just scored to go 2-1 up. Fantastic. Outrageous. Dom Weller, you deserve some minutes today. For Finn Welch, O'Dwyer's going to come off at Bentley, who scored the most of important goals last game out. We'll continue on, and away we go. DJ Luch, Appiong, into Bentley, loses out. This could be a little bit concerning if we concede here, boys. Don't concede here. Oh, boys. Don't let the nerves jangle, lads. You're fine. Falls back to him. Everton. Ball in, back stick, headed over the bar. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 3-0, 75 minutes. Off we go. Ball is in. Filbert. Back stick, cleared away. Still 3-0, 77 minutes played. This is outrageous, lads. Absolutely outrageous. We have come from nowhere. From literally nowhere. Jebson. Bentley. Into Appiong. A 4 will seal it. Harvey Bunker. Into Filbert. Daniel Jebson. Appiong. It's fine. Think it's time to just park that bus a little bit. Time wasted out. I think this is all she's wrote, boys. All she has wrote. Well done. Casanova. Cleared away. Reed. Should be all swept up here by Casanova. And it's not too far away. A goal for them will make it nervous, but we should be fine. Luch. Out to Casanova. Does everyone get a medal here? Everyone gets a medal here. Good ball in the Weller. Dom now. Straight at the keeper. It's fine. It's still going to be 3-0. Andy Wakefield into Harvey Bunker. Into Casanova. Finds Nazem. Very long highlight, boys. Kind of killed all the momentum of this game. Very lengthy highlight. Into Filbert. Give us a moment to drink it in. And so he's lashed out there, Moller. Is this the highlight? There we go. Finally. Finally the highlight. Andy Wakefield, one of our kids, should probably come in. Or he's actually already on. So we're going to get him in for Appiong, who's got that injury. Gomes will come in. And Commonly, club captain for Nazem, so he can lift the trophy one last time before he hangs up his boots at the football club. Time ticks away. It's all she wrote. We don't even need to look at the latest scores. Here's one last highlight before we can celebrate, boys. Harvey Bunker, Daniel Jebedson. Well, maybe we're going to concede one. They've got 5 minutes to score 3 goals here to destroy us, but I doubt it. Armstrong. It's an own goal by Andy Wakefield. Just wanted to get on his match sheet, did Andy Wakefield. First own goal of the season. Clean sheet goes, unfortunate. I doubt it though, lads. I doubt it. You doubt it, I doubt it. Doesn't matter. It is finished Maidenhead 3. Bristol Rovers 1. Back to back titles. 90 points. We've won the title by a point. Rotherham have come back to get to 89 points, but don't go up on goal difference. Good work, boys. Do we get to see a title lift? We do not get to see a title lift. But what you do get, boys, is at least a title. One for Maidenhead. What a episode. The craziest title race I've ever been part of in my entire life. I've been playing this game since FM13. In all my years, in 12 years of playing, I've never had a crazier title race. We have won it by a point. At one stage, we were back by more than 6 points. Rotherham should have won it. They screwed it. Oxford should have won it. We screwed it. And we should have won it. We gave it away twice and came from nowhere to win it. What a cracker. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for enjoying the episode. Give it a like, subscribe. We've got a big transfer special to get to as we are off to the championship as champions.